Hey, it's James with the Latte Fun Fishing. You might notice today I'm sporting a Lunker Dog. I'm sporting my Lunker Dog shirt. So this week I ran down to Fort Lauderdale. I shot a ton of video. I'm gonna try to condense it, edit it up. But let me tell you what happened. So I met some real guys. I had a blast, as you'll see in the video, and in full disclosure, I was a little bit tipsy. The Tarpon River Brewery is awesome. The native lager, I'm not sure what was in that. I swear I only had a couple beers. So I got to meet Captain Jeff from Lunker Dog. Super nice guy. And when I was down, of course, I took a 5-gallon bucket, a cast net, a combo. Tried to mix a little business with pleasure. I had an opportunity to get out and get on some fish. I got a great jack spot, or I found a great jack spot. I'll have to let Busaka know where it's at. So anyway, Jeff was kind enough to hook me up with a certified Run That Dog sticker. So right now I am going to put it on my bucket. And there you go. I spent the week down in Fort Lauderdale, and while I was down there I contacted Captain Jeff from Lunker Dog, and I really wanted to book a fishing trip. Our schedules were just conflicting, but I do plan on going back and booking a trip with him. I highly recommend, if you're going to the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, to give Captain Jeff a call, book a trip. The guy he's a real guy. I can't say enough good things about him. He's just super nice. So anyway, let's get on to the video.
But anyway, Frazier, thanks for coming in tonight.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
We were talking today, and I told him we were going to do this trial run that we totally blew. And he came up tonight and had a good time with you. Thanks for coming.
Hey, no doubt.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
Hey,
thanks, guys.
I'm going to bring the guy in from Pensacola.
Yes. All right.
Oh, my face hurts.
From laughing?
Oh God, yeah.
Go introduce yourself to everybody out here.
But yeah, same thing. You shake his hand and you walk away. And it's your spot. Go for it.
So Busaka, now we all know that the guy down there at the marina stole your spot the other day.
Let's not talk about some painful. That's a sore subject.
No, but he did.
He did.
He did, and we have to acknowledge that. And I know it was hard for you to relinquish your sheepshead spot to somebody that runs the marina or whatever. But if you really had sheepshead spots, you'd have guys like Roland Martin and Bill Dance creeping up on your spots.
Well, see now, because Drew revealed to me some more sheepshead spots. So I've yet to go down there. And who knows, maybe I go down there, maybe Bill Dance will creep up on me there.
You know, I talked to Drew about showing you the sheepshead spots.
What'd you say to him?
Well, I just wanted to know which spots he was telling you about. And you don't got the good ones. You don't got the good one.
Is Joe Argento a reliable source?
Joe Argento's a real guy.
Yeah.
He thinks that 30 fruit roll-up can go in that pocket.
The what?
30 fruit roll-up.
Real?
We should do a test. How many fruit roll-up I could fit in this pocket? 30.
We're going to try that.
We're going to try that.
But listen, I'm going to relinquish my spot here at Triple Live for Busaka to sit next to a real sheepsheader.
A real sheepshead.
Before we do that, I got to
I don't want to be known as a sheepsheader now. Come on.
Well, that's not.
No, it's too late. We've already started.
And it's not the point. The point is we have a sheepshead run here that Busaka,
Oh, I know.
that Busaka misses every year. So
The only time I missed it was this year. The only
How'd you
time.
miss the sheepshead run?
Because I got kicked out of my spot.
really.
Still happening.
Let me have a seat. Let me have a seat.
Sit down next to him.
Steven's just a junior shepherd at this point.
I didn't want.
Looking for my flock.
That's not what I heard. I heard that he's known as the shepherd.
Right.
So I was so excited to show him a cooler full of sheepshead that we caught 2 days ago.
Did you see the picture?
Dude, you just interrupted the guy. Go ahead,
Keep going.
2 days ago, caught a cooler full of sheep's head, and I wanted to get Busaka some tips so he could get on some sheep's head.
All right,
Now,
there you go.
like I was saying before, the fishing is different in Pensacola on the West Coast or in the Gulf versus what you guys see here on the East Coast. You know, the shrimp are king, the fiddler crabs. I've got a buddy, the legend Bud Pope. I don't know if you've heard of him or not, but you will, I guarantee it. He shows up at my house every morning and he says, I've got 3 dozen fiddler crabs.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
We can never get
You
these.
legend.
Don't.
Oh, buddy.
Don't.
You owe me.
Don't.
He shows up at my house with 3 dozen fiddler crabs. He says, let's get on the sheep's head. The sheep's head bite is on. So we go catch some 20, 25-pound red snapper on our fiddler crab trying to get after these sheep's head. The bite is on. It really is. In the cold weather months, this is when the sheep's head are moving in. They're staging up on the bridges. The 3 Mile Bridge there in Pensacola is really well known. It's pretty famous for holding these sheep's head during the cold months. So this is where we go fish. Oh my God, I just gave away a spot, didn't I? Wow. And that's where I met Bill Dance. How about that?
And go ahead, talk to Suck. I know you're a little starstruck being next to the guy from Pensacola and everything, but go ahead, ask him some questions.
See, and he's right, though fiddlers are great, but see, you guys have the advantage, though. You said, because we were talking earlier, it's easier for you guys to get them up there.
Right.
See, when we try to get them down here, and I tried it once, when we tried to get them and they run into the hole, and you gotta almost do like a dive to try to get them. So we don't have the luxury of doing that. So, down here,
He's samurai.
I don't carry a samurai with me at all times.
You sure you're using the right setup? What kind of rigs you using out there?
Busaka, you owe me. Go ahead.
Dude, okay. All right. I do need to do a test though to see what I'll catch more. On the fiddler crab or my secret bait. We'll talk about that after. I want to tell them on camera.
Dude,
So now, I'm fishing the chartered here. So I've got the Penn Battle 2 4000 that we're catching the sheep's head on. 10-pound Power Pro with a 20-pound. I use a mono leader just because I'm cheap. Now, the legend Bud Pope, he's catching it on a Van Stall. I just can't see they spending that kind of money to catch sheep's head. I'm just saying, you know, that's a lot of money.
is that the right
For
way
sheep's
to
head.
pronounce Van Stall?
Or is it Van Stool?
I thought it was Van Stool. Well, you could afford one if you weren't buying all that high fashion.
Shoot.
No, just
Right,
in.
yeah.
Just in. Han Solo called. He wants his jacket back.
Dude,
It's not me.
I'm a Star Wars fan, man. Careful.
See
Right.
Timothy O'Connor.
Is that dude?
Han Solo called. He wants his jacket back. That's all I gotta say.
I messaged Tim O'Connor earlier. His arm's doing better.
So here's the trick. If you want to catch sheep's head, I'm going to tell you the secret right now. Small hook. They have a small mouth. Use a small hook. We use a size 1, not a 1-0, but a 1. You can use a J hook. You can use a circle hook. It's up to you. On the East Coast here, I know a lot of folks are using J hooks. But yeah, that's a trick.
Dude, that was phenomenal.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me stop in, Jeff. I really do. I'm a big fan.
But yeah, before we let you go, I want you to just kind of tell the audience exactly how this transpired today with you getting here and the phone call and everything, and then Busaka, I'll charge you later for all
Yeah.
this. But
I'm sure he's gonna charge me too.
So here's
no, seriously, so this is kind of
so
cool.
here's what happened. I happened to be in Fort Lauderdale, and I called Jeff. I'm
Were
a
you doing
big
a
fan.
check on the water taxis down here? Quality control?
Absolutely, I am.
That was the purpose of the trip?
Absolutely. I found out that everything he's telling you is 100% correct. But no, I gave Jeff a call. He's a real guy, and he's really doing exactly what he's telling you he's doing. This is not movie magic. This is for real. But yeah, I just wanted to be part of it. I wanted to check out what he was looking at, and since I was down here anyway, I thought, hey, this is great. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
The Tarpon River Brewery has been awesome. The beer here is great. I can't tell you what I'm drinking. I think
That's the native lager.
I think it's top, I know what it. I think it's top secret recipe, but it's phenomenal. And yeah, the folks are friendly. I mean, this is a place. If you're coming down to Fort Lauderdale, you got to come visit. You got to come check it out. This is awesome. And you need to book a charter with Capt. Jeff. I would have, but he's booked up.
What if someone's in Pensacola and they want to hook up with your charter outfit? How do we hook up with you?
Yeah, I don't want any more business. I'm good.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Whoa!
No, you can check me out at a Latte Fun Fishing.
Latte is a traditional coffee
I
influence
said
side.
traditional coffee. So here's the deal. Here's what we do that's different from every other charter. This is the deal. We actually serve coffee. It's free. So
You're doing morning trips.
we do morning trips.
And do you serve the
We
coffee
do
on the
night
morning?
trips. At my house, the coffee is non-stop. Until we go to sleep, the coffee is brewing. And it's like a running joke at 10 o'clock at night when I brew a pot of coffee. I'm like, hey babe, do you not want any coffee? Do you need to go to sleep? It's like a running joke. We brew another pot. So, we're working around the clock. We're working to make sure that you guys have fun. And that's kind of what we do. We're family friendly, veteran owned. I'm actually a veteran. And, we want to make sure that you guys have fun. Oh, it's that.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
An Army veteran.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Let me just trust that. I'm an Army veteran.
Dude, thanks for coming down. We appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate you letting me come down.
Oh, I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, we're totally glad you're here. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
And thank you for the sheepshead tips, my brother.
Oh, that's
Not a
right
problem.
beside
I'll give you some numbers later
All right.
as soon as the cameras are off.
that. You gonna get them Bill dancing spots?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
And Roland Martins.
Anyway,
Oh, I got to show you the picture. I'll show you the picture later of Roland Martin on my spot catching fish.
dude, that's phenomenal.
I've got the picture.
To prove it.
All right.
Yeah.
He got proof.
Roland, I'm coming after you.
Musaka, get out of there. Let me get Julian in here because we got a big announcement. We're gonna do a big thing coming up here. Now you saw those guys all
Sheep's head madness.
well, Busaka, he's got no gray hair. The other guy is like clean shaven and everything. And this is what you look like.
This is real guys.
Well, this is what you look like when you grow up in Fort Lauderdale. Like, you've been here since the 70s. You look like this.
That's it.
But
We're victims, actually.
Julian, I wanted to let you know, with the new format and everything, where we're going to be able to have the audience come down to the Tarpon River Brewery, that in about 10 days or so, maybe 12 days or so, Tom Rowland. You know who Tom Rowland is?
Of course.
Yeah, from Saltwater Experience. He also has a show called Into the Blue, where he's got an offshore guy and an inshore guy, or a commercial guy, more like a bottom fisherman, and he's got great TV shows. But anyway, he's coming here so we can go live at the Tarpon River Brewery, where we can invite other people. And not positive it's going to be the 12th or the 13th of this month, but we're going to talk to Tom. Between Tom and Julian, we're going to work out the kinks. We're going to get the right cables here.
2 cables.
We're going to get
2. Maybe 3.
however many cables we need. We're going to make it happen.
Microphones, mixers.
Right. And if you want to come down and enjoy,
You, everyone out there.
everybody, if you want to come down there and enjoy the freshly brewed beers like I've been enjoying tonight, that's the night to come down. We're going to make an announcement. Tom Rowland from Saltwater Experience is going to be here, and we're really excited.
Super excited.
And we want to see all of Tom's audience.
And if any of you real guys in the South Florida area just want to come be on the show,
Right. That's the day to do it. We're going to have a live audience. There'll be a place for you guys. We're going to have a special beer special for you guys. Capt. Jeff's going to bring some Lunker Dog shirts for the people that attend. If you got kids that are into Tom Rowland,
100% bring them.
yeah, bring the kids. We got a place for the kids to run around and act like nuts and everything back here. First, river, and then brewery. That's about as fishy as you can get. And if you guys don't know, or have never met Julian, the hospitality just comes out of his ears. So you come in, you get good beer, you get good food, he's going to sit you down, he's going to let you listen to Captain Jeff, Tom Rowland, Lusaka, and we are going to get sheepshead tips from Tom. Right?
What about 2 weeks ago, Unfathomable? What's the new show he's got?
George Scotts was down here. We did the Unfathomed show right here.
When do you think that's going to air?
April or something.
April, May, he said?
I'd like to see that shit.
Ah, it's going to be cool.
We didn't have a watch party.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good idea. We're going to have a watch party. I thought of that.
And it's a shame we couldn't book the 65 Viking for the Fire Festival. That would have been perfect.
But dude, that's somebody else's 65 Viking.
They could have snuck it off though. For Fire Festival, we could have gotten anything.
I'm going to give you, I'll give you some inside information on the
Fire
65
Festival.
Viking. Maybe.
I saw a good one today. The guy said, Florida is the fire festival of the United States.
That's pretty good.
But you know what? For as much plastic nonsense, there's enough real people down here to even out. You know.
Yeah, that's seasonal.
You know, some are people and there's some are people.
So you know, like 25 years ago, I was into the brokerage,
Yeah.
boat brokerage, and
There wasn't a boat show. I didn't run to the salt shaker booth.
so I would do the boat brokerage, and the people way back then that Fraser knows, we sold them a Viking, a yellow Viking, similar to the one that he's running now, except I think it was a 50-footer at the time, which
It's
was,
probably the biggest thing they made back then.
it was
too.
a big one, considering.
25 years ago, they weren't that pretty.
Right. So when I found out that Fraser was working on the Maverick, his old memory comes into my head, and I'm like, wait a second. It's like our brokerage sold them a Maverick way back then, and it was a Viking, and it was yellow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I get it now. He's Fraser Yachts. Yeah, I've heard of
I
you.
wish.
there's a Viking called Grey Ghost
Right.
at Mudhouse Point. You know that guy at all or no?
Yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
Because he totally helped me out one day. We were coming back with the Bahamas in crazy, crazy weather, and he let us tuck in behind him, and he totally went off course to help bring us to Fort Lauderdale safely in some crazy weather. Like, we were getting tossed around like a freak on John boat in a 40 Intrepid. It was so rough. And that guy in Grey Ghost, I think it was a 72 Viking.
Yeah.
I'd love to send him over a case of beer. I just don't know, you know.
We'll find
He
it.
helped me out one day and then just never saw him again.
Find it for you.
That's what it's about, though.
It
you
is.
know?
It is. Guys does something good for you, do something good for them. It's like real guys.
The weather was so
helping
bad,
real
my
guys.
kids
Well, I got
missed 2
something
days
for
of
you.
school.
What do you got?
Courtesy of Julian. Kilmo's playing here Sunday.
Get out of here.
For sure.
Kilmo's playing?
Sure, all the time.
You do remember Kilmo used to play at my bar?
Your bar is such a blur. Do you remember this police officer Ridenour, Greg Ridenour, old Lauderdale cop? I remember I pulled up to your bar in my lifted Suburban,
Right.
and it was funny. I went ahead and I opened my glove compartment and I took some previously acquired parking tickets and I stuffed it in my windshield so I wouldn't get pulled over. You know the front spot, the no parking sign in front of your bar? So I pulled my truck up into the no parking sign, opened my glove box, took some previously acquired parking ticket, put it in my windshield, and then Greg Ridenour sees me, starts giving me some grief. So I go to start my car and drive away. This guy was such a talented police officer. I'll never forget. He was able to reach into my car, put my shifter into park, turn off my car, and pull me out of my vehicle effortlessly.
You know why?
Because he was a great cop.
Well,
he
he
knew
was-
what he was doing.
He was trained by Scott Israel. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
He's jobless still, huh? He's appealing for that, though.
All right, he'll get a job on A-Doc. He'll be all right. Anyway,
Dude, A-Doc's a house of death now.
we're gonna have. All right, there's a couple. All right, so we got Tom Rowland coming up. All right, that's gonna be huge, and y'all are gonna be able to come down here and hang out with Tom and take photos with him and everything. And we can't wait to have him coming. I also reached out to Sandra McMillan. Now, if you guys don't know who she is, she's the lady that owns the Sandman. It's a really, really, this is like my favorite sport fishing boat in town. And she's a female angler that competes heavily in the sailfish tournaments, and I heard through the grapevine that she was enjoying the Lunker Dog videos and laughing and everything. So I reached out to her today. So I'm just praying that Sandra will come down to the Tarpon River Brewery and do the podcast with us, because I'd like to show the G-stringers out there what a real fishing
It's
lady
so
is
bad,
like,
though.
right?
I told you about the one I met on the cruise ship.
I'm
It's so bad.
I'm so
It's
tired.
Instagram models with 10,000 likes holding a 3-pound bass.
Right.
What does this world come to?
Right, and Sandra is crushing them in the big sailfish tournaments and stuff. And she's actually like a real gal. You know what I mean? So I want to get her in here. I'm not sure if she's going to accept. I mean, I gave her an instant message. She might not even know who I am. But I'm hoping and I'm praying that we can get a real female angler, because the last female angler I had on Triple Live was Marcy. Not Darcy, Marcy Iris Mock. Right? That helped run the sail club and everything. And it was nice to have a female that we could actually get a dozen. I could actually catch something. So I'm hoping Sandra's going to come. I reached out to her. And we reached out to Joe and Luke from Salt Strong. We reached out to some other people. But anyway, we're going to have the format where we can come down to Julian's place here, and you guys can sit down and hang out and mingle with the real guy crowd that comes for our podcast.
I'd love to, you're all Yamaha, I'm all Merc, but my buddies Kirk and Cody Beatty from Preferred Marine,
Right.
They didn't mean to, but they won that Meat Mayhem thing in Key West last week, 2 weeks ago.
What do you mean they didn't mean to win?
Look, no one wants to catch a 63-pound kingfish and walk out with almost 90 grand. That was an accident.
So they didn't want to do that.
Oh, they're the victims here. They're the victims.
All right, carry on.
They're great guys. They live in the neighborhood here. They come by the brewery all the time. I'd love to have them come by for the
So
show.
you're going to invite them to be
100%.
guests.
Yeah, of course.
Dude, and we encourage that. We want the real people in here. We like the sheepshead fishermen from down in Pensacola, like Fraser, like Busaka, like Lamont, like Captain Jeff,
Julian.
like Julian Siegel at the Tarpon River Brewery. We're real guys doing real things. Thanks for tuning in tonight's Triple Live podcast. Group forum, whatever you want to call this. We are changing shit up, and it is going to get good. Oh, I cursed. I almost.
No, shit's not really bad.
I almost went the whole thing
Shit's
without
not really, shit really occurs where
I was so close.
You could say crap.
Next episode, I swear I'm going to get through it without cursing. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Captain Jeff loves you. And remember, it's real guys helping real guys. Join the Real Guy Podcast group on Facebook, Instagram. We're your dogs. We're just trying to help you guys be real guys.
Before we sign off, Chip, are there any good fresh comments?
Not really.
Nothing?
Yeah, we probably not mention them all.
Yeah, Lamont's a little down
There's a
right
Debbie
now.
Downer on the comments.
He's a little down right now. He's been feeling that good and everything.
There's nothing? No one deserves a shout out?
I'm trying to figure out how to turn comments off.
But you can't just, you want to be Facebook. You're going to be the king of suppressor. What are you, a Scientologist? They go ahead, they disqualify.
Deplatforming.
Did you see that thing on HBO yet?
Which one?
The new documentary about Scientology?
No.
I started watching it this morning. It's kind of spooky.
You know,
I thought it was an honest religion. I had no idea.
What do you mean, honest?
Well, they're tax deductible. They gotta be real.
Dude, all the people from Hollywood are into that. Anyway, Run That Dog, thanks for tuning in tonight. Triple Live is a major success, even though we totally blew it.
Because of 2 cables.
2 cables. But
And one curse word.
we're going to make up for that between 2 cables and the curse word.
Any sponsors?
Tarpon River Brewing. Anyway, dudes, Busaka was in heaven tonight. He owes me.
Still am.
And I'm back. If you made it through that, you can see it was just, real guys hanging out, having a good time, talking about fishing, sharing some stories, and some ice cold beers at the Tarpon River Brewery. Again, if you're down in the Fort Lauderdale area, it's a great place to go. Super, super friendly. The beer was ice cold, delicious, and we had a great time. So until next time, I've been Captain James, hoping you have a latte fun fishing.